The financial literacy test score for women with at least a bachelor's degree is just 47%. That's according to Mahnaz Mahdavi, director of the Center for Women and Financial Independence at Smith College. Well, an upcoming conference, The Heart of Money, is hoping to change that. And I'm joined by Carol Katz and Dora Robinson, both of United Way, to explain this. Thank you so much. Dora, we'll start with you. Talk about that stat is mind-blowing. 47% of women struggle with financial literacy. Why is that?
Well, I think, there's a historical perspective that has a lot to do with the way women are socialized, from our early sort of childhood experiences. And so we're socialized to be the nurturers, the caring individuals of our families and our children, and we have spent less time thinking about the financial health of our families. So we're much more concerned about the sort of the nurturing and the caring of our families. So it makes it really important for women across all ages, all cultural groups, women from all sectors, professional sectors, to really begin to understand that another form of empowerment is having financial literacy, financial education.
And Carol, you're one of the presenters at the conference. Is that kind of what drew you to being a part of Heart of Money when you realized how important this was?
Yes, I do. And also the fact that women are sort of afraid to talk about money, and it's a topic that they just don't raise. And the topic that I'm talking about in terms of helping your parents financially starts with the fact that elders and their adult children don't talk about money. The parents don't want their children to worry about them or to know how much they make, and yet that's the starting point for the children to be able to help. So, I hope that this session will help people understand ways that they can help their parents, but I'm looking forward to going to some of the other sessions as well, talking about philanthropy and paying for children's college educations, although I'm done with that. But even how to manage a difficult conversation about money. So it's being able to talk about it as well as learn about it.
And it's also not even a higher education improves financial literacy. It's just across all walks of life. It seems like women are really being affected by this.
Exactly. And so our philosophy is to educate, plan, and act. And so if we educate women about the importance of financial literacy and education, and then give them the tools to begin to understand how to make good decisions, and then helping them act on those decisions. So it's like a three-pronged approach. And we know from research that once women are empowered and they understand the significance and the importance, they will in fact act, because they care so deeply about ensuring that their children and their families and their aging parents are going to be cared for. So it's just such an important topic. And then when I found, working with the United Way, when we started talking about economic stability and for families, that we had to get to the core problem, and that really is about educating people. It's like we talk a lot about health education. Well, this is financial education, because even the health of a family is sometimes influenced by the financial status of the family. So we get all of these disconnecting pieces, and we're trying to really find opportunities to make sure women have the information they need, and their families are going to be stronger, and subsequently their communities are going to be stronger.
It's not just having money that makes you
Right.
financially stable. It's knowing how to manage money, how to handle it, how to anticipate the various kinds of financial needs that come. So really, for people of all walks of life, financial health can mean a lot of different things.
What would you say is the biggest stumbling block for women when it comes to money and finances?
I think it's fear. I think it's fear of ignorance not in a bad way, but lack of knowledge, and sort of fear that they're not up to it, or, as Dora says, a role that they're just not used to. So this does provide the tools.
And give us details on this upcoming Heart of Money conference.
So this is our second year. We've been working with a group of local organizations, the Women's Fund, the Community Foundation, Bay Path College, the Jewish Federation, Grinspoon Foundation, and a host of other women that have come together for the second year. And we decided more than a year ago, 2 years ago, that collectively we could make a difference in the Valley. So this is focused on women throughout the Valley. It's a regional sort of conference. It's a half-day conference with a lot of good information, but also a lot of good opportunities for networking. And our expectation is to continue to build on it every year. We have amazing sponsors, so when folks go online, they'll see the number of corporate and business and civic sponsors. And it's interesting, even the Springfield Health and Human Services signed on as a sponsor this year because, again, the populations that they're dealing with around public health issues are tied very closely to financial issues. And so I think people are beginning to really understand how important it is for us to come together collectively. So we have national speakers, we have regional speakers, and then, of course, we have local presenters. We have an amazing panel of local women who own businesses that will talk about philanthropy and community involvement and money management. And so it should be a fine program.
Perfect. Can't wait. Thank you so much, Carol Katz and Dora Robinson, both from United Way. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.